Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Shari Nicole. So as you can see by the title, I am coming at you with another little video about how to make extra money on the side. Because you know I'm all about making extra money and freeing up your time, doing little for a lot. Doing little for a lot? Yes. Working smarter, not harder, but making that money. Okay, that's what I'm all about. So one of the ways to do that is through research groups or participating in study groups. And not no crazy stuff. I mean, you could do that if you get down with that. And I mean like crazy stuff, like you see these commercials or ads in your local area about participating in some scientific study, and they're gonna have you doing this kind of, you know, taking these pills or shots and crap. And no, I'm not talking about selling your body or selling your soul, being experimented on. We're not talking about that kind of study groups. We're talking about simple study groups where you're asked questions about companies that we all see either on TV or in our stores and local areas. So I've already participated in a study group before. It was my first one ever. Like within maybe 2 weeks of signing up with this company, I found out about this company in a real estate group on Facebook. And I said, let me sign up. And I did. And 2 weeks later, I was chosen to participate in this study group regarding dog food. And it was an easy $90. And the way they send it to you, they sent me my money like 3 weeks later. And it came in this little letter size envelope, and it comes with your payments. You get paid on Visa. So yeah, so you get paid on a Visa card. It's like a regular debit card. It has their company name at the top, and they bank with Bank of America. So it's a Bank of America card. You can use this at the Bank of America ATMs to get your money out that way, to get cash in hand. Now, I don't know. I'm keeping this like I said, as if it's a regular debit banking card, because I don't know if they continue to pay you on this card as you complete more studies with them. So it's called the Schlesinger, I believe that's how you pronounce it. But let me see what I can show y'all, so y'all can see the name. And just Google it, and it'll come up with their you'll see the website where you can sign up to participate in the research groups. So that I will also put a link in the description box for you, so you can just click on it, on the exact link where you go sign up to do these studies. But like I said, it's easy money, y'all, and it was fun. Like, it was literally fun to do. I was the only black girl in the group, so we need some more black people in these study groups, okay? I was the only black girl in the group, and like I said, it was about dog food. So they were just asking us questions. Like for that one, we had to watch the company's raw cut, unedited, not going to be shown on TV, like 4 different types of their commercials that they were working on, like trying to get our feedback if it influenced us to buy their product. What do we think about it? Did it make us lean more towards buying their product or not? That kind of thing. That's what that was about. Now, I did recently just get an email, because they email you and they say, hey, we got a new survey. They tell you how much it's going for. They tell you around the dates of when you should be available. And they tell you what the topic will be. So some of it has been like business related. You know, if you have a Shopify business website or anything like that. This one that I just signed up for or answered the little preliminary type questions for, because that's what's going to determine if you actually get that phone call and get chosen for that study group, which this one asked me a lot more questions, so I think I am going to get chosen for it. But so this one was asking about, you know, if women, what have I bought, what stores have I bought from, like my clothing from in the past 12 months. And it had a few stores on there that I'm not going to mention. I'm never, like, this thing is, I mean, it's a study group, so you shouldn't be blasting the companies, like broadcasting their names or anything. But it had a lot of popular places and companies on there that you would shop from. Same thing with the food company, the dog food company. Everybody's seen the dog food in the stores. Once again, I'm not going to name them. I personally have not bought from them, but because Walmart sells them. And I feel like, you know, going off a little tangent a little bit, if your dog food is found at Walmart, it's trash. You're feeding them trash. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So yeah, so this is another way to make a little extra money. That one that I had mentioned about the apparel, that one is going to be $150. And it's always like 90 minutes. So what you would do is, once you get that phone call saying that you are still available for the time, they actually give you the exact time and date once you get the phone call, or the exact date once you get to the end of the preliminary questions, if your answers are matching what they're looking for. And then they're going to tell you, they're going to ask you one last question is, are you available for, you know, Monday, May 24th, between 12 noon and 3 p.m., that kind of thing. And once you know, tell them that you are, they may ask you, well, they will probably going to ask you those same old preliminary questions again over the phone, making sure nobody ain't lying, just to get in the study group. And then, so that's what happened. Sorry, I'm all over the place because I'm trying to think back. So after I answered those questions for the dog food one, someone had called me like the next day, if it wasn't the same day, like a few hours later, and he asked me those same questions that I had just answered through the email. And then he said somebody else would call me to, you know, get me set up and tell me the exact date and time and all that kind of stuff, which was like the next day. And it was a woman, and she called me, went through, you know, making sure I had the equipment. So the equipment would be, you have a laptop or a desktop computer with a video camera that you can hear the people speaking and they can hear you speaking, because they're going to be asking you questions. It's a study group, so like interview type kind of thing, getting your opinion, getting your feedback type of deal. And then the day of, they're going to tell you, they're going to send you another email with the login instructions, that they want you to log in like 15 minutes before, make sure all your equipment is working, your video's turning on, your mics are working. And then after that, when you log in, they're gonna wait until maybe like 10 minutes while everybody's logging in. Then they're gonna get right into it. Like, these study people who are over the group, they're not gonna waste no time. Like, this is serious, you know, and they're not about to be waiting on people. If they may even, like, well, the one that we had, they ended up moving her to another study group, so they didn't kick her out of the research study. They didn't kick her out of the research study, but they just moved her from our group to another time frame. So your group is not going to be the only group that's being studied. But it is kind of interesting though when we go back and read like scientific statistics, and he's like, but that's not even the whole world. Like, that's not even half of the population. So their opinion is not really valid. Kind of like how when those answers that be on what's that TV show Steve Harvey be hosting, and they be coming up with some crazy answers that don't make sense, and it was like, research shows that 30% of the population said this, and it's like, how? Who did you ask? Because that's dumb. So that kind of thing. I'm just curious at how many groups they actually do outside of the one that you get chosen for. But they last for 90 minutes. I'm seeing that pattern that all of them, you have to be available for that 90 minutes. And it's usually during the daytime. So the dog food one was like 11 a.m. my time, Central Time. And it went on up until like 12:30. And when 12:30 come, that's it. So with that being said, if you get chosen for a study group and you're answering the questions, don't be taking forever to answer them questions. Because there's some people, there was one girl in our group she's just one of the people who just like to go off and just give a background story to every answer to the questions. And just answer the question. That's it. Like, she almost borderline made it a little political on one of the questions. Because of one of their little rough draft commercials made her feel some kind of way. She like one of them feminist type people. And it made her feel some kind of way. And she was like borderline turning this dog food stuff into women's rights. And yeah, I'm like, and everybody's camera's on. So you gotta like watch your facial expressions. Because they was watching mine. What the heck? Ugh, stop calling me. I don't know if the video even still recorded. Get that out of my way. Yes, it is. They was watching the study group, the teacher, whatever his name is, the director, the guide, whatever. He was watching my facial expressions when, yeah. Because my face speak before I do. Yeah, people always tell me about my facial expressions. But it never be interpreted as to what, why I made the face. Like, they always be way off. And they always be thinking negative. Like, no, stop. But anyway, y'all, before I just keep going into a tangent and getting off topic, like I said, if you want to make some extra money, some easy money, like really $90, $150, some of these junks be going for $275. Easy study group. Some of them are in person. It was one that I wanted to sign up for and actually did, but I didn't get chosen for it. It was an in-person one, somewhere in the vicinity of a hospital, and it was a wine tasting or beer tasting. It was beer tasting. And I was like, ooh, I want to go taste some beer. Like, give me all the food and drink ones. Like, I want to taste somebody's next upcoming product. But I didn't get chosen for it. But that would have been cool. So I'm going to keep, as these emails come in, like when I first signed up, these emails was coming in every day. We got a survey, we got a survey, we got a survey, we got a survey. And like I say, it's always different topics. Before I end the video, that's what I was going to say. So once you sign up as somebody, as a student or whatever you want to call it, you're going to be answering all these questions like what are your hobbies? Do you have any diseases? Like what's your income, like your salary? What's your education background? What's your demographics? What kind of foods you like? Do you have any pets? What kind of pets do you have? They're just trying to find, basically answer it truthfully. Like, just answer it truthfully. If you got a disease, say you got a disease, because you might get picked for a research study. You never know. Yeah, so they're going to ask stuff like that. And every time after you finish filling out a survey that piques your interest, like a topic that they email you, at the end of it, it's going to ask you to reconfirm your email address, your contact information, your mailing address. And at the bottom, it's going to be a few questions. Some to also reconfirm a selection you already picked. Or it's going to be a new question saying like I had saw on that one, like, do you have cancer? And you like, no, I don't have cancer. So, or whatever is asking you about it. So just be paying attention to that stuff. And it's like, thank you, your profile has been updated. But I really think I am going to get picked for that one. And that one's going to be great. Easy 150, just answer some questions about me buying clothes in the past year. But anyway, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Make sure you like this video. Comment underneath if you have any more companies you know about making some easy extra money. Ask any questions that I didn't answer for you in this video. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Thank you for all of my people for subscribing, because we are almost at 1,100 subscribers. I took my subscriber count off because people be hating. Somebody watching my videos. It's always one person disliking my videos. And it's like, why did you dislike that? You're a hater. But hi, thank you for getting my views up because we're almost to monetization, baby. So keep watching, even if you hating. Whatever. Y'all have a purpose too. But y'all, until next time, stay tuned for Monday. I'm dropping a video either Monday or Tuesday because I'll be finally getting my locks. I know y'all been waiting like, did you say you was getting locks? Yes, these people out here is booked up, okay? But Monday I will be getting them. Until then, peace.